that is to report non-compliance to the UN and report that to the different diplomatic missions. At least we need to have some evidence for the international community to come in, right, and intervene. And so we always do the next step. So the first step is just to lay the foundation, okay? And then the Vietnamese government, for instance, they do care about their image. They do care about responding to criticism from governments that provide aid, invest in the countries also. It should be the same with Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and many other countries. Without establishing the foundation, we don't have evidence. So we need to set up the evidence. And we do have, actually we have done the training for the past 7 years to over 200 communities, small communities of Montagnard, Hmong Christians, Catholics, etc., the Khao Dai, the Buddhists, and 95% of the time we did see a change, the turnaround within 6 to 12 months. The local authorities pull back. They don't care about international community. They only care about suppressing the people that within the locality. However, the people in Hanoi, some government, they have to respond. So they, I guess, they make a phone call and say, guys, stop that because we don't have an answer. And so that's how it works.
I have to tell you that I was skeptical of this strategy when Dr. Khan first told me they were working on it, because I don't know, you hear people talk about being a climate change skeptic. Well, I'm a United Nations skeptic. I have seen, I've worked in the United Nations, I've worked with the United Nations on a number of occasions, and on the one hand, I'm glad they're there, it's better than nothing, but on the other hand, they could be so much better. And yet, in these cases, of course, there are good people in every institution, and some of these rapporteurs and some of the people who work in the human rights institutions in the United Nations are very dedicated, and we were very lucky to find a few of these. And then the most surprising thing, I was afraid that when these UN rapporteurs complained to the Vietnamese government, that what was going to happen was mainly retribution against the people who complained. And that has happened. We do have some instances where people who complain got punished by the government. But amazingly, sometimes I guess they just decide that it's easier not to persecute people. If we equalize the pressure, if we say, persecuting people is going to cost you something, then they don't persecute as much. And it's one of the two basic laws of human behavior. One, what you subsidize, you get more of. Two, what you penalize, you get less of. So if we can establish incentives and disincentives, even bad people can turn into good people, operationally good people. So thank you, Tim, and thank you, Don, for that illustration. Now I know that in the case of the Rohingya, the international community has really shown a spotlight. And you would think there would be some improvement, but instead, it looks like the Burmese government is putting the wagons in a circle and getting even tougher and saying, no, we didn't do it, we did it this way. So it's unfortunate that it's not working. But I want to ask Hasina about Pakistan. Do you know if there have been specific complaints by UN rapporteurs, by the Human Rights Office, Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights, specifically about some of these laws that, for instance, say that an Ahmadi cannot say that he or she is a Muslim, or that you cannot teach Ahmadi Muslim doctrines in Pakistan. Have there been UN complaints? And if you know about it, have they done any good?
Obviously, as I heard that UN complaints are already registered, I guess everybody, human rights organizations that take action. Even inside Pakistan, there are many human rights organizations that try their best, but then unfortunately, because the public mindset has developed and media has played their role to is really reluctant to change. They don't want to change themselves, they don't want to change the laws against Ahmadis because on the other hand, they have the pressure of religious clerics. So there is no good, I think, not yet, but it is becoming more serious because in 2020, in 2021, the recent years, there are many murders of Ahmadi Muslim community in Pakistan happened. Like in 2020, there was 31 years old doctor, Ahmadi Muslim doctor, was killed in Punjab, and again an 82 years old Ahmadi Muslim was killed in Peshawar, and there were like 10 more murders in Peshawar just because of the faith. So I do appreciate if any human rights organization or United Nations or any other government is getting involved in raising awareness or asking government of Pakistan to take actions against Ahmadi Muslims.
Here at the conference, and I'm going to talk to them about maybe talking to Dr. Khan and Tim and others who've been using this model successfully, with some success in Vietnam, specific complaints about specific things that happen. And we'll see if they're doing that already, and if not, maybe encourage them to do it. Okay? Promise. Bad governments don't like to change. For all of us, I think our bad ideas are harder to give up than our good ideas. Because if our bad ideas were easy to give up, we would have already given them up, right? Now, I see that we are, well, I just want to say, I see we're out of time, but we weren't able to start until about 10 or 12 minutes late. Can we take just 3 or 4 more minutes for everybody to finish up? Yes?
As you said, the bad government usually not like change that they don't want to change. I would just say that everybody knows that the ex-prime minister of Pakistan is Imran Khan. When he came to the rule, to the power, he said that he will bring an Ahmadi Muslim from America to come to Pakistan, and he was an economist, so he wanted to make him appoint him on a designation in his government to just that was just a promise. And then when he came to the power, he changed. Why? Because of the pressure of religious clerics. So he did not appoint him because everybody in Pakistan, Muslim majority, they said we did not want an Ahmadi Muslim in government. Otherwise, Imran Khan has to go. So he just changed his decision and he did not appoint him, and he was resigned. He resigned. So it's just like even if government wants to change, if there is a person comes to change the bad laws, it's from the public, it's from the religious scholars who do not want government to change. They will never let him change.
Well, never say never, but I understand.
I wish it's never. I wish it changed tomorrow and we go back to our hometown.
So I want to ask Tien and Sharifa if you have any closing comments in light of what the other panelists said and what we've discussed here.
We don't have this religious power that can overshadow the government power. So we may be able to be slightly more successful. That's all I can say.
And ironically, it's because Vietnam doesn't have democracy. So the government, if the government decides that we're going to be in favor of this group that we're against, nobody's going to be able to stop them from doing it. And democracy is a two-edged sword. That's why we want constitutional democracy. We want majority rule, but with constitutional protections for minorities.
I just want to say that not to tell your girls to the refugees, like I mentioned, is and we and then only you can go home. And to solve that root cause, it takes a lot of time, many years. Our case is as an ICT coach, we are hoping that it has to be served. And we are hopeful for that. And we are working hard for that. We are providing evidence, we are studying it, we are not giving hope. But as a human, to wait for 10 years, 15 years in the camp as a refugee, to have no education, have no safety, no security, is not easy. So if you want to protect our people, and if you need believe that Rohingya exists, and if we consider today, any of us are here, that yes, Rohingya exists, Rohingya is a human, and then I think we have to make sure that these people exist. How? By providing education as much as we can, by resettling them to the countries. Today I'm here, that's why you hear my voice. If I'm in Malaysia, you might not hear my voice. The resettlement make it possible. And my people are hopeful for the resettlement. And education, safety, healthcare, so on. And these are the something that we all can do. Yes, it will take time to change the Myanmar government to accept the genocide and to, allow us to go home. It will take time. But if we all working together, advocating for the Rohingya community or other persecuted minorities because of the religion or other issues, and we talk to the government, give them space to speak, give them a place to